back to Accidental Thoughts. I'm Jason.
I'm Jimmy. Just Jimmy.
He's Jimmy.
Yeah.
He's Jimmy.
I'm
Today,
just Jimmy.
we have a hell of a topic for you. Something we haven't touched before. And I think we'll let this guy intro it for us. How's that sound, Jimmy?
I don't care. Let somebody else tell everybody what's going on. What's going on?
Marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today.
Exactly.
Marriage, that blessed arrangement, that dream within a dream.
Okay.
And that is what our topic is today. Yeah, we can't play too much of that without messing with copyright laws. So, we're going to talk about marriage.
Marriage. Yeah.
Marriage is what brings us here today.
Bring us here today.
Now,
today.
marriage.
It's confusing.
Stats on marriage.
It's confusing.
And there's different types of marriage. There's legal and social union, which is a consensual contractual relationship that is regulated by common law and the law. Then there's cultural and religious significance, which boils down to us and getting married in the church, stuff like that.
Right.
And in considering it, it differs in cultures and religions widely. The stats on marriage, there is a marriage rate of 6.2 per 1,000 people are married.
How much?
In the U.S.
Really?
6.2. I don't know how they got the 0.2, but there's 6.2 people per 1,000 people in the U.S. married. Now, that does not take into consideration children. It's actually a rebound because in 2020, during the pandemic, it decreased. People stopped getting married.
Well, I mean, nobody could leave home without it.
Long term, it's actually down. It's actually down significantly lower over earlier rates in the earlier 20th century.
Now, what I'm saying is, why is it important for marriage when you have this common law thing? Do they hold the same statures? I mean, together.
Common law marriage holds the same stature legally, but not in a spiritual function. If you didn't get married in front of God and witnesses, according to the Bible, you're not really married. But according to the law, you are.
Right.
So now,
I'm
ready for this?
Shoot a drop.
60 to 67% of marriages in the U.S. end up in divorce.
Well, there's something to open the eyes.
Okay,
wow.
Well, it gets even more interesting.
Oh, how possibly can it be more interesting than that?
Oh, just wait. I got something for you. I just want to make sure I'm getting the numbers right here.
Okay.
The statistics.
That was a mouthful.
Gay couples, men that is, have a lower divorce rate than that. Okay? And even weirder, what do you think the lesbian couples are?
Not a clue.
Standard heterosexual is 67% of marriages end in divorce. What do you think a lesbian couple's chances are?
One.
About 75% of lesbian couples' marriages end in divorce.
So, you're saying that
there's a common denominator here.
Let me check around me first. Hold up. Okay.
I've already warned my wife not to watch this episode tonight.
Okay, so you're saying You're saying
Number
to
one,
me,
none of this relates.
yeah,
Let me put out this disclaimer for our wives first. None of this relates to our personal experiences in marriage. This
Right.
is all based on stats, facts, and things that are out in the web.
Right. So you're
we
saying
love you both. And we
that
don't want anything bad to come from this
women,
episode, which is why we have avoided it this long.
they're saying that lesbians, when they get married, you're saying 67%
Higher. The average marriage between a man and a woman
right is
is
67.
67%
In
divorce rate.
in a
It's
lesbian
closer
marriage
to 75%
for
among
lesbian.
lesbian couples,
And for gay
whereas
men,
it's
it's
closer
what?
to 40% or less for gay men.
Huh. So
These are just the stats.
So
now,
are these
numbers are
stats-
by no means accurate. I didn't have enough time to actually look up the actual stats, but I've seen a lot of these videos coming across my feed.
Right. So these stats are basically
these are the
saying
stats
which
I've heard
one that the problem lies.
That might be what it's saying, but it's just
in the
saying these
fact
are the
of
things.
There's a
And
stat.
I think
That's
part of
what
it
I
is
see. There's a
I think
stat.
part of it is the way we're I think part of it is the way we're wired as the sexes.
Right.
Men,
We're the problem.
we will destroy. Well, we will destroy ourselves. Men, we will
Right.
destroy
Yeah.
ourselves to save
We're the
marriage.
problem.
We will destroy ourselves to make sure our family's taken care of, make sure
Right.
that nobody's in need in that.
Right.
Whereas a woman, when she feels like there's no going back, they'll file for divorce. In fact, most divorces are filed for by the wife.
Right. Well, it's probably
which
because
is an
some
interesting
dude's
stat.
doing something wrong, or he's, I don't know.
It's possible.
It's
highly possible in those
It's
cases.
possible. I'm just saying is that, I mean, in a marriage, basically, I would see that it's kind of a yin and yang thing here. I mean, you think about it.
It is.
We know as a man, I'm screwed up. Okay. I know if there's a problem here, more than likely 90% of it's probably me. And and that stat might be a little bit higher. I'm just saying. But at the same time,
yeah, and we're stubborn as hell. I mean, I'll admit that myself. I'm stubborn as hell.
But I also step back and I think to myself, hey, wait a minute. I may be this way, but you chose me. You could have said no. You could have walked away. You didn't have to get involved with this. You could have just said
our
no.
cases, our wives chose us, and I think they maybe 20 years after marriage, are realizing, wait a minute, these guys ain't worth crap.
Exactly.
We'll keep trying, ladies.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, in a marriage, I guess the thing is, and I'm not talking about one of them, the other ones. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a man and a woman being together. The main thing about it is, why is, you looked up the fact that a divorce rate or whatever is like what was like 67% of the time, or
the overall rate
right
for divorce is 67%.
Okay. Well, here's one for you.
That's the overall.
What is the overall rate for marriages that last over 20 years? I mean, why look at this glass half empty, half full scenario? Why do we got to look at it in the sense of how bad something can be? Look how grand it could be. I still know I'm the screwed up part. I mean,
you saying after 20 years?
Yeah, after 20 years. Yeah.
That's the stat we're looking for?
Sure.
Okay.
How many marriages last after 20 years?
Estimates vary, but roughly 60 to 70% of first marriages are predicted to last 20 years or more, with the divorce rates lower for those who are older or have higher education. By the 20-year mark, about 30 to 40%
did you say higher education? My bad.
couples. Yeah. By the 20-year mark, about 30 to 40% of couples will have separated. divorced, or experienced the death of a spouse. The common reasons for divorce after this long period include growing apart, emotional distance, evolving personal goals, and neglected intimacy. This is per the AI.
Right.
Um, so
your likelihood's a lot
about
better.
30 to 40% of them end by the 20-year mark.
There
Once
you
you
go.
hit the 20-year mark, you have a 60 to 70% chance of it lasting the rest of your life. Think about that for a minute. 20. If you got married at 20, that puts you, 40 years old.
Yep.
And by the time you're that, you're settled into who you're going to be for life.
I was there at 19,
I think,
so
yeah, not all of us were. I didn't even get married till 30. So
26.
yeah. So I didn't even want to get married originally. I've told you that many times.
And
I
from
was
across the
enjoying
room,
who I was, and I was busy. Oh no. I mean, I didn't. And this woman came into my life and changed that perception on both that and having kids. So,
and look at your hair now.
and
I
you've
mean, it's
known that
just
story for a
long and
long time.
flowing and growing and
Yeah.
gray.
I
You
got
realize we're the same age, and I don't have all that gray hair like you got.
Yeah, well, you want to go on that one? We can talk about that. Some say that the gray hair is a mark of wisdom from God, and it's your first golden crown. So
No, just a
give
mark
it
of
all.
you doing
I'm good with it.
good at hiding how you make your meth in the garage. Anyway.
I don't do that. I got see.
Yeah. Tied them up. So you make 20 years.
Bet guys run.
It's a win, You take the win, It's like, yeah.
Exactly.
But even then, I'm telling you that even in it's still after 20 years, it's not a given. I mean, your first years are most definitely the most challenging, and because you're learning everything, and as time progresses,
You're learning about each other,
exactly,
especially if you're those that waited until marriage.
right.
People out there, you know what I mean.
Right.
I can't say that I did. I'm not proud of it, but that's life. However, that side of marriage for me is the best
Right.
part of marriage.
Right.
And that side of marriage, it's what bonds the two.
Right.
And that was the best ever, has been with this beautiful young woman I've been married to for almost 20 years. So,
Yep.
The whole thing about marriage though nowadays,
It's like you're trying to figure out what to say.
No, I'm trying to figure out what to say next because there's another subject I want to touch on in this marriage topic. And I'm trying to figure out how to say it without being vulgar or ugly. But these younger ladies that are just coming out of high school or just out of college, stuff like that are doing these paid sites, if you know what I'm saying. I'm not going to say the name of the site, but they're being paid to.
Yes,
yes, the best way to put it is get their body count up.
Right.
And I saw a video just today even of this young lady that they were interviewing next to this young man. And this young lady goes, my body count's 1,572. She's like 21.
Yeah.
That means she has slept with more people than I've probably shaken hands with in my entire life. And this guy had what I would call an appropriate reaction to that. He looks at her and he goes, that's not something to be proud of. That just means you're a whore.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that loud.
Like, again, I'm not trying to be vulgar. This is quoting what this other guy said.
Right.
And he's like, it's not something to be proud of. It just means you're a whore. You're for the streets. Right. And in that respect, marriage for young'uns right now, with the outflow of this type of entertainment, we'll call it, they're
I don't know
not
about
finding
that.
quality women anymore, and it's because of the ultra feminist movements.
Well, wouldn't you think that it
you know,
has something to do with just because I mean you bring up the fact that this young lady or whatever has a high body count or whatever you was talking about. Do you think it has
whatever they're calling it now, they're exactly
right?
body count.
Do you think that most guys they don't look at things that way? I mean, or I say that my generation didn't look at it that way. Um, I mean, myself, my whole thing was, how do you see it in the sense of where it's not bothering, you're not looking over your shoulder like, is something going wrong or am I being deceived or am I being, stabbed in the back or something like that? Today's generation,
Right.
I think that has a lot of, I guess you could say, motivation into what you're saying with this, the females of today, because it's kind of like a role reversal. Because when we were young, I mean, it seemed like the guys were always, the rabbits running around everywhere, like, and now it's
Yeah,
like,
but it wasn't something that was
right,
publicly
right.
advertised
It
either.
wasn't
Now,
broadcast. It
you're
wasn't
right. It is very
broadcast.
much a role reversal, and it
Exactly.
is very much for some ladies out there, a very much liberating thing that they can do
Yep.
this, what they're calling performance art with
Right.
their bodies.
You're right.
And the
Like they can,
downside of that, though, is
like they can hang
there's a quote I'm
a
called.
quote on it or something. Like, look what I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Well, and I saw a comment on that very video that kind of summed up what the feminine movement believes about this. That eventually this guy, didn't know what he missed out on because he was going to end up with a very experienced partner.
Right.
And then somebody else put in this thing, and this one rung home with me, is women care about your future. Men care about your past.
Right.
And this could go back to something biblical. I don't know. But there's a reason they wear white on their wedding day. And it was the symbol of purity. And, and marriage was meant to be two people, not all the damage you carried with you. And there's a certain level of body count that's expected, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
At my age, let's say I was single and I was dating somebody my own age right now. 100 or two, I probably wouldn't bat an eye at because I'm 50 years old. You've had, ever since you turned into a teenager and you were fooling around in the back seat of the car till now.
Ask yourself this question.
I probably wouldn't flinch.
Ask yourself.
I had.
Even at this age, at 50, would you do it?
Mm-hmm.
Would you try again?
If what?
Would you try again at this age?
Probably not.
I was about to say.
Probably not. No.
No.
Having given the best years of my life to my beautiful wife and my children, no. They're the ones I've wanted all along. They're the ones I've kept.
Right.
They're the ones I've needed.
But you used that stat a while ago about the fact of, what'd you say, that after 20 years or whatever, if something, like
only about 30% of them divorced. Yeah.
Right. But somebody passes away or something of that nature, can you yourself, even at 50, can you even think of the fact of,
could I see me marrying again? No.
Yeah.
No.
I can't either. I can't.
I was made to marry one person in this life, and I can't see it ever happening again. I can't see anything coming between us.
So
and honestly,
where do you go?
The way I lead my life, I'll probably die first anyway.
So what do you do? Yeah. So what do you do? I mean, if you take that portion out of your life, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. How much of your life is your spouse? How much is it?
Oh, well, more than half, I'd say at this point.
It's if your wife isn't your best friend, then you're doing something.
And
and you're doing something.
She's my best female.
Well, you know what I mean. What I'm saying is
Yeah.
that if she's not your best friend, then you're doing something wrong. And if
True.
you don't look forward to the fact of being with them, sharing with them, caring for them, providing for them, all these things, if you don't look forward to something like that, then you hitting that precipice of, you know, a lifetime it's not going to happen. You have to want it. You have to want that.
True.
And a
you
lot
have
of
to
these
work for it every
exactly.
day.
There has to be a give and take. I mean, just as she accepted you with all your flaws, with all of
All my
your
warts.
yeah, all of your everything, you had to realize
All of this.
right. I realized that okay, I got to do something different about me. That's something. And the thing is,
if they're getting that tired of you at this point,
exactly.
it's like, okay, what do
And
I
you
need to do
have
now?
to.
Yeah, exactly.
And today's generation, I don't see that. I mean, I know
They
a
don't
lot
have
of
the commitment.
no, they don't have the patience. They don't have the commitment. They don't have the the whereabout of what it means to be involved in a relationship that completes you. It's the fact of something that it's another half of you that most people
It's a quick
don't get to experience
fix for them right now.
Right.
It's a quick fix for them right now. And in the end, with numbers like that lady in the video,
right,
you lose the ability to bond.
Exactly.
It literally is proven through research.
Exactly.
That, excuse me. The more partners you have,
right,
the less your ability to bond is.
Exactly.
And that act in general is a bonding act between you and your spouse.
Right.
And if you've lost that ability to bond, chances are you're never going to have that spouse.
Yep.
Because as soon as you get tired of them, you're just going to move on to the next one.
Exactly. And that's where a lot of these people, I mean, like you said, what was it, like 67% or something like that, or whatever.
67% overall divorce rate. Yes.
Yeah. And it's like, how many people do you think today, even when they enter into a relationship, you know, together, a man and a woman together, it's more common today, it seems to be anyway, that you hear of, well, they're just going to, like, you know, common law or whatever it is. Like, you know, we know a guy that used to work with us, and him and yeah, I mean, they were never married, nothing, but they share everything together legally. So it's like, you know, I don't know.
Well,
I think marriage
when you look
itself
at it this
it is completion of what you need. I mean, but that's just me.
It literally is what's supposed to complete you. This is why Eve was made for Adam. This is why Tracy was made for Jimmy. This is why Suzanne was made for Jason.
Yep.
You know, it's biblical. It really is. And it boils down to that. And when you realize it and you really step back, it doesn't matter all the little problems you have in your marriage. You're going to have disagreements. You're going to have arguments. You're going to have knockdown, drag out, screaming fits. But all in all, you still wake up each morning with a new slate and choose to love your spouse. Now,
and you realize
you
did wrong.
This is what I see. This is what I see, because the algorithms always want to show a middle-aged man,
right,
all these chicks. And what I see is there's women who are advocating for men online now.
Right.
Like, if she's doing an OnlyFans, you don't date her, because as soon as she gets tired of you, or you know what she's doing for her job, there's no way she can't bond with this person that she's filming with.
Right.
And to some extent that might be true, but it's definitely true that you lose the ability to bond and the trust. For a man, we're going to be sitting there, if we know that's what you do for a living is corn, then we're going to be viewing you as maybe a fun motorbike to ride, but not the moped we want to be caught on.
Right.
And or will be wondering, was this guy bigger than me? Was he better than me? There's all kinds of things that go through a man's mind that'll make him feel insufficient, which is why you ladies that are doing this stuff
Yep.
are having trouble finding men that'll date you.
Yep.
Because just as insecure as you are about your body, and now you're using that body to make money, they're just as insecure about being with you and knowing that your bond with them is secure and true. And it's because of what you do.
So,
and for that reason, many men have stopped dating the women
oh yeah,
out there.
we just sit there and said
that they say
something happens
they
now.
look at it literally as there's nothing in a marriage for a man anymore with these women. And I would love for these men to see past that.
Right.
But at the same time, these women need to take accountability for their actions in that. And in doing so, maybe we'll get this world and this country back to a place. We'll see.
So, with the final few minutes that we have here, we have a few minutes.
Mm-hmm.
This is Accidental Thoughts, okay?
I don't laugh. I know that.
Hey, it's sharing time. In
you first.
All right, I'll go first. The question is, I've been married now for almost 24 years. Okay, and I have 2 boys, and I have a wonderful wife, and I have a very wonderful life. I love everything about my life. If there was something that I could change, not in the sense of going back, but change now, because going back is stupid.
Is this about you or about your marriage?
About my marriage. If there was anything you could, what would it be? And since I came up with the question, I will go first. My answer would be simple. I would need to learn to be, I guess you could say, more compassionate about situations that come about in our lives, and understanding them because of the ruggedness that I have in my frame of mind that I've had my whole life. Where I've I've always been pretty much, my way. You don't like my way. That's how I've always been. And if there was something like I need to be a little bit more open-hearted, open-minded, more compassionate about the needs and the wants of my family. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that I don't give or anything to my family as it is, but I need to be more I would want to be more understanding. Yeah, that would be my change. And that's what I'm going to work on.
Yeah.
So it's my mid-year, what do you call it? The mid-year resolution. How's that
resolution?
Sound? Yeah, there you go, baby. Dial it up. It's out there. It's out there for everybody to know. Hold me to it. Your turn.
In the spirit of that, the one thing I would change my marriage or about myself is that I would be more able to read what my wife needs from her, or the communication be well enough for us to communicate those needs better.
Oh, you wouldn't have like that. You wouldn't have like that feng shui where what
No. I mean, there was a day. And the reason I say this is because there was a day, if she was having a bad day at work,
right?
And you probably remember these days, you've known me long enough, that I could literally just have a feeling in my gut.
Right.
I would have a feeling in my gut that something was wrong, and text her or call her at work and say, "Hey, you okay?" And she'd be like, "How'd you know?" And those days, it seemed like I was more in tune with her. I would love to get that. That's what I mean when I talk about better communication and stuff. Is that I would love to have those. What are you?
I don't know what that noise was. I heard that pop over there, and I was like, "What was that?"
I don't know what it is, even it's one of the animals making noise.
She coming at
Anyway.
you. What are you saying? But as of today, mawaige
Is what brings us together.
what brings us together. And everybody, you need to be ready because next year, Spaceballs 2 will be out somewhere. It'll be out. I'm going.
Wait to see
I'm
it.
going. I want to go see
Hey,
it.
we'll do a double date, dude. You, me, and the wives.
My wife
When
ain't
that
gonna want to go
movie comes
see
out, if
that.
they want to see it, they'll go, or if not, it'll be a guy's night.
She won't want to
You
go
got
see
my
it.
word on that.
Yeah. Because all we'd be doing is like, oh, look, his Schwartz is bigger than his Schwartz. And they're going to be like, what is going on? What is happening here? They won't know what's going on.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
And with that, that's all the time we have tonight. I'm Jason. That's
I'm
Jimmy
Jimmy.
over there. Jimmy.
Settle down.
This has been Accidental Thoughts. We'll catch you on the flip.